and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps with our algorithms. And also join in the chat. Yes. So let's get back into the music. You know what? I'm going to play this song out to the next song. All right? Beautiful day. It is a blessing of a day. Yes, it is.
Put that brain to work. Hey, hey, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Hey, it's a beautiful day. It may not be the way I want it to be, but I thank you for every situation that made me good and bad friends that came into my life, and those who are still here today. Lord, I thank you, yeah. 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 Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Don't fuss and fight, let us unite. You got one life, so let's make it right. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Father, it's me again. It's Somari again. Yes, it's me again. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Father God, I beg you guide me through the land. This is a prayer, this is more than a song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah, guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Father God, me beg you guide and protect me from the evil out the road where you try to corral me. From all the wicked where you try to backstab me, and the one them where you plot to take my life over vanity. Father God, me beg you watch my family, protect my friends as I bless my enemies. Me need you more in a distant time, cause out the road it just not pretty with the crime. Yeah, yeah. And Father God, me beg you just stand beside me. Every day them just a come at me if you try to derail me. But me thank you every day for the victory. Just a hold on the faith, me now go make them distract me. And me's a youth who hustle hard in the streets, working every day because the wife have to eat. And I must fulfill my destiny. Send your angels in for watch over me, and Jehovah guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. Me say it's sticky, and out the road me say you mucky. And them the youths are nowadays no afraid we make it up. What a pity, I beer guns so lot the city, and round the world I beer calamity. No, it not pretty. And out the road me say it dirty, and every man who run the place like him and John Gotti. What a pity, no more love on the inner the city. Just send your love now cause we need it. Oh, guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. It's me again. Yeah. Jehovah, me I beg you to cover me with all of your might. Protect me from the evil man, the man where you have the evil plan, the man where you try to take my life. It's me again. Jehovah, me me, I beg you, pick over me with all of your might, all of your might. Protect me from the evil man, the man who have the evil plan, the man where you try to take my life. Jehovah, guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, me I beg you, shield me from the evil way you bring me. Jehovah, guide me, Jehovah, guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me, Jehovah, shield me from the evil way you bring me. Jehovah, just guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, just shield me from all the wicked way you bring me. Jehovah, guide me, Jehovah, guide me.
Asombrosa, yeah, Asombrosa, yeah, Asombrosa, 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 yeah, so amazing. Asombrosa, Lord, I love you, yes I do. Can't understand, oh God, the things you do. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, you give me purpose and you made me new. Where I am because of you. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, let me hear you say, oh, so amazing. Yeah. Oh, so amazing. Yeah. You sent your Holy Spirit after me. What a relent you had to set me free. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, you give me everything good from above. But most of all, oh Lord, you gave me love. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, let me hear you say, oh, so amazing. Yeah. Oh, so amazing. 'Cause even when I'm faithless, you're so amazing, amazing. In the middle of my mess, you're so amazing, amazing. Cleanse me and erase my past. Now I am free at last. That's why I can't help but say, even when I'm faithless, you're so amazing, amazing. In the middle of my mess, you're so amazing, amazing. Cleanse me and erase my past. Now I am free at last. That's why I can't help but say, Jesus, you're so amazing. Oh yes, Jesus, you're so amazing. Jesus, your love's amazing. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh Lord, I love you, yes I do. Can't understand, oh God, the things you do. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, you give me purpose and you made me new. Where I am because of you. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, let me hear you say, oh, so amazing. Yeah. Oh, you're so amazing. Oh, oh,
mi davanege belekete Jesus awuege uweke lule jo mi davanege belekete Jesus awuege uweke lule jo mi davanege belekete Jesus awuege uweke lule jo mi davanege. He was in the sea, turn water into wine. The blind now see, the lips are working on. He walked on the sea, yeah. Turn water into wine, yeah. The blind now see, the lips are working, the lips are working. He walked on the sea, he walked on the sea. That's Jesus. Turn water into wine, the blind now see, the lips are working, the lips are working. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jesus, who can power for this one pastor, yeah. Jesus, who be the God, pata. Who came to this earth to die for us, yeah. Say, who can power for this one pastor? Man, yeah, who be the God, pata, yeah. Come on out. Who came to this earth to die for us? Oh, Jesus, only Jesus can do this things, yeah. Only Jesus can do this things. Only Jesus can heal the sick. Only Jesus can do this things, yeah. Only Jesus can open blind eyes. Only Jesus can lift me up, yeah. Only Jesus can turn my life around. Only Jesus can raise the dead. Only Jesus. Oh, only Jesus. Everybody come on, yeah. Only Jesus, yeah. We give it the glory, hallelujah. Turn my mourning into dancing, turn my sorrows into joy. Give me a garment of rejoicing, now my life has become new. Yesterday, come on. Jesus, my mourning into dancing. Oh, turn my mourning into dancing. Only Jesus can do marvelous things, glorious things. He can do supernatural things in your life.
He alone is mighty.
Oluwa is.
What? He is
We serve a mighty God. Mighty, 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 mighty. We serve a mighty God. Mighty, 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 mighty. Oluwa is mighty, oh. He might heal sickness in my body. We serve a mighty God. Mighty, 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 mighty. Do you want a physician? He will give you a prescription and tell you the dosage might be fed like a mustard seed mixed with praises. Just believe the master. No deal in a counterfeit disaster. Run away from Obia man. Jesus is the only plan. Boy, we serve a mighty God. Mighty, 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 mighty. We serve a mighty God. Mighty, 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 mighty. Oluwa is mighty, oh. He might heal sickness in my body. We serve a mighty God. Mighty, 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 mighty. of Jesus intervention, boy. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty. Oluwa is mighty, oh. He might heal sickness in my body. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty. Supernatural healer, mighty, mighty. Oluwa to God to love, mighty, mighty. Supernatural healer, mighty, mighty. Oluwa to God to love. Heal me, Lord, make me body feel like change of one. Oh, what a miracle worker, and we are all on to the word. Me know same love me bad, and him want us to survive. All we need is one touch, so you and I can testify. Do you want a physician? He will give you a prescription and tell you the dosage might be fed like a mustard seed mixed with praises. Just believe the master, no deal in a counterfeit disaster. Run away from phobia, man. Jesus is the only plan, boy. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty. Oluwa is mighty, oh. He might heal sickness in my body. We serve a mighty God, mighty, 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 mighty. Supernatural healer, mighty, mighty. Oluwa to God to love, mighty, mighty. Supernatural healer, mighty, mighty. Oluwa to God to love, mighty, mighty. Supernatural healer, mighty, mighty. Oluwa to God to love, mighty, mighty. Supernatural healer, mighty, mighty.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
The station with the best music is SPRLIVEFM.com. This is your girl, Princess Playa, right here on Canada's first gospel internet radio station, the Radical Riddimz, every Sunday from 3 until 6 p.m. I give you a taste of the Caribbean, and we chat. We talk things. We talk all kinds of stuff. And I know some people come on the show. You may catch us on YouTube. You may catch us on the radio, the app, wherever have you, Google Play, all the different platforms we're on. And you're like, what is this girl talking about? Why is she talking about this? Isn't this a Christian station? Yes, but we know Christian people talk about all kinds of stuff, right? We watch the news. We watch sports. We vote. We are well aware of the wars that are happening in the world. We shop. You know, we watch entertainment, we go to the movies. So I talk everything that, you know, concerns us, that we talk about, that I find interesting. And if you don't find it interesting, then you can wait a little bit until we get back into the music. That's all. That's what we do every single Sunday. So I'm going to bring up a little topic that might be a little controversial. So last week I wasn't here. I do apologize. I wasn't in the studio. I do apologize. It was Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. We have Thanksgiving in October, the second Monday of October. It was the second Monday, right? Yeah, second Monday of October. We have Thanksgiving, and it was a long weekend. And I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving. I had 2 Thanksgiving dinners, which was awesome. Ate my belly full. But that's not the controversial part. I was thinking about Thanksgiving and I thought, oh, it's Libra season. And I thought, why not bring up, not horoscope, but, you know, astrological sign. Is that what it is? Signs? Like these, is that what they call it? Anyways, it's Libra season. Everybody likes to talk about Libra season. You know, it's funny. In the church, we don't talk about, you know, the signs, you know, the Aries, the Taurus, the Pisces, the Aquarius, all that stuff. We say, oh, we don't believe in that, right? But you ask a saint, what sign are you? They will be able to tell you. Why is that? Why is that? At some level, you believe in it. At some level, you believe that you fit the description of that sign, right? I'm an Aries. And some of you are like, yeah, I can see that. Fiery person, Aries. I'm an Aries. And I mean, I've read this stuff. I've looked at other signs and I said, yeah, no, I'm not that. No. I said, yeah, I fit the description of an Aries. I really do. You know what? One time I was in chapters. I was walking through chapters and I saw this book, and I'm not getting, people, follow me here, okay? I am not getting into astrology and all those things. I don't read the horoscope. I don't believe in that stuff, okay? But I saw this book, and this book went through, it was a book on the signs, but it went specific to the day you were born. People of the living God, I went to my birth date and I read that thing, and I slowly closed back the book and I put it down and I said, Lord, no. That book read me to a T. My birth date, I was frightened. I closed the book, I put it down, and I walked away and I said, Lord, no. Lord, no. There's something to it. I don't altogether understand it. I know there is a difference between astronomy and astrology, because we do know that the sons of Issachar were learned in the stars and the signs and wonder in the sky and in the air and all that stuff. They knew what the stars meant. I wish I knew that stuff, because there's something to be told about that, right? That's astronomy. Okay, when we get into astrology, right? Astrology has to do with the signs and the horoscope and all that stuff. That's something we're not to go into. And that's what I'm like, no. But again, if you ask a saint, what sign are you? They will surely tell you without hesitation. And some of them will even have excitement in their voice, If you say, oh, what sign are you? I'm Virgo. I'm Libra. Leo, I don't know what it is. And then you ask, but then right after it, they say, but I don't follow that. I always say that. I'm Aries, but I don't follow that. I don't follow it, but the description of an Aries, yeah, that's me. So it's Libra season. And after this is Scorpio season. Anytime I think of Scorpio, I think of like scorpion, I think of evil. I'm sorry, people who are born between the middle of October and the middle of November. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think of evil. Scorpion, biting you, stinging you, and then it's Halloween, October 31st, right in the middle of it. Yeah, I don't know. I always think of evil whenever I think of Scorpion. I have friends who are Scorpios, and they're not evil. They're nice people, but yeah, that's just how it is. I'm not going to get into who I am compatible with. I know who I'm compatible with. And I don't, listen, people, I don't accept it per se, but I just observe. I know it. I see it, and I just see it. And I don't say, oh yeah, I don't commit to it, but it just happens when I find out what sign a person is. And I'm like, I just always question, why is that? Why do I always get along with people who are Libras? Why do I always get along with people? I never fight with them. I always get along with them. Like, we see eye to eye. I don't know what it is. I always find that out. And it's not like I'm seeking after it. Or, you have some people who are like, oh, I'll never work with a Virgo. Oh, I'll never work. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person at all. But I just observe and know that people who I really, really get along with is either they're Libra or like maybe Pisces, something like that. It's interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, let's move on from that, because people are probably like, what is this girl gonna say next? It is fall, people. It's fall, it's autumn, and it's sweater weather. Yes, it's sweater weather. Hope you are wearing your sweaters. I'm wearing my sweater. However, it's short sleeve. or no sleeve. It's very, very short sleeve that I'm wearing, and it's beautiful fall, 10 degrees. I think it's 10 degrees right here in the studio. It's saying 15 degrees. So maybe that's the high for today. But it's cold, people. And winter is coming. And I'm not ready for it. I don't like the winter. And if you've been following me, you guys know I do not like the winter. I know it's necessary to have, but I don't like the winter. I don't care for it. I could do without it. If I could live in a Florida, Jamaica, somewhere else other than where winter keep, I would live there for the duration of my life because I don't like the winter. Yeah, that's what it is. This is Princess Playa. You're listening to SPRLIVEFM.com, Canada's first gospel internet radio station. It is the Radical Riddimz giving you a taste of the Caribbean. And we got lots more to chat about. Elections, NBA season coming up. I do have a question, or maybe a little, it's not a sermonette, but a little something I want to share a little bit later. And yes, an event is coming up October 31st. Yes, you guys, October 31st, Halloween. I don't like to say Halloween when I hear October 31st. I just say October 31st. That's it. I just say October 31st. There's an event coming up that I will talk about a little bit later that we will be present at. So if you want to come on out and support us, come on out and talk with us. That is an event that you want to come out to. Myself, Lady J, and DJ Analyst will be present. So we're looking forward to being there. I'll tell you more about it after this. Let's hear from Princess Vanessa featuring Sean English. What's wrong with me today? English. I love him right here. Canada's first gospel internet radio station.
It's the Princess Vanessa. But in music, hey, hey. I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so.
Be a princess, gotta give me response. Hold me close, no love me from a distance. Every day I rise and I will give thanks for everything you've done for me. Me not fi worry about them bills. Him a doctor, me know I fi heal. He's a loving, he does give me shield. He make the princess sing.
I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so.
When I call on Jesus Christ, he does come so fast. Never leave me by myself. Give me love everlasting, and I can't complain. Me the sun or rain can never separate me from love refrain.
I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so.
Hold me closer, closer. Give me all the strength I need. Everything I need, I ask for. Jesus always intercedes. Never leave me lonely, never. Great I am, my King is He. I could never want another. He is everything to
oh,
me.
How I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so. I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, and I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so. It's the music and the Princess Vanessa. Plans for tomorrow. What we are do? Now we don't even know if we are gonna live past today. We don't even know. So you see right now as a man of God, what we are saying, I'm gonna tell you how the real thing goes. Look us around.
Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call. Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call.
Alright, many woke up this morning, saying they got a lot of plans, going to make some big doors, yeah, and collect a lot of grants. Want to live that uptown life, like the Isas and the Matalans. Driving the big Prados, the Avalanche making a lot of fans then. Putting on the big stage show, people saying, oh what a dance. Put a hip on the mic and the killer in my hand do his soul, not the Renaissance, but all could be taken away. So swiftly, at a glance, judgment catch you off on the kid. How you could get to pull up your pants?
Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call.
Building the towers and fortress, sometimes bring more stress. So you got to kick back with the binoculars, meditate on the stars and the vortex. Giving away diamond Rolex. There's mountain and no text. Now if you work too hard in a life again, no, you just send a couple more texts. Wow, now look at the success. One time it seemed so hopeless. Got so much investing and know what to do you might be like as if with the boatness. But when you could feel more blessed, when the security feels surest, yes, take over your body, you never did know, say, a little hole in the door.
Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call. Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call.
While your titles are inking, kick back listening slim thing. Your low profile and your rim thing. Love your massage and your gym thing. Never take the time to be thinking. What if too much I'm drinking? What if my big trip sinking? Better find where God live and go linking.
Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call. Trouble never set like rain at all. Able to the dead by cane at all. You keep sinning in your brain at all. If your soul lost in again at all. Listen up when they see the call. If you go repent then they same at all. You kid I go moan and shame my ball. If out a God book them name the call.
Yo, our righteousness, me say no, good over evil. Where we gonna go? Big up God. Yeah. Over your son, tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Righteous people over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Me and my friend them up for a long time. Them true to the things so we burn bad mind all. Enough of them no want see we shine. But we keep our fear cause as soon our time. Them a watch we Facebook timeline. Like a inspector, I go solve one crime. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. You feel no say I gotta guide me. One on anywhere me go, you know them there beside me. All what you pagan stop penny me. Yeah, me see them from afar, enough of them a friendly me. Think me blind. Light and darkness, you know them can't mix. No sir, them fi clean up them get it fixed. That a true. Enough of them full of bad energy. Me can't take that right, I know you hear me. Can't over your son. over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. No way. Over your son. Over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son. Over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son. Over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son. Over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. No way. Over your son. Over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son. Over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son. Over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son.
You're listening to SPRLIVEFM.com.
I feel like I wanna dance. Come on. Come on. God's people, lift your praise up. Jump around and lift your praise up. Clap, clap and lift your hands up. Bounce a neighbor, lift your praise up. God's people, lift your praise up. Jump around and lift your praise up. Clap, clap and lift your hands up. Bounce a neighbor, lift your praise up. I lift my hand unto the Most High. Yeah, He's the one who provides my need. For better or worse, I know that I am in His life. And I will never be cursed. No.
Lift your praises up. 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 Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up. And let it overflow. Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up.
Let me see you. God's people, lift your praise up. Jump around and lift your praise up. Clap, clap and lift your hands up. Bounce a neighbor, lift your praise up. God's people, lift your praise up. Jump around and lift your praise up. Clap, clap and lift your hands up. Bounce a neighbor, lift your praise up. When we praise, we not lazy, we open we mouth. Jesus Christ, our King, we not in and out. Make we cup overflow, we not in and out. And if nothing now gone, we still like a show. When we say we not lazy, kick off our shoes. Give me pass and a lady, why you no move? God said it's not good for you, so why you watch through? Me a move, me not know about you. I lift my hand unto the Most High. Yeah, He's the one who provides my need. For better or worse, I know that I am in His life. And I can never be cursed. No.
Lift your praises up. 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 Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up. And let it overflow. Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up. Fill my cup, fill it up.
Let me see you. God's people, lift your praise up. Jump around and lift your praise up. Clap, clap and lift your hands up. Bounce a neighbor, lift your praise up. God's people, lift your praise up. Jump around and lift your praise up. Clap, clap and lift your hands up. Bounce a neighbor, lift your praise up. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can enjoy an inspirational word, commentary, special interviews, and a whole lot of gospel music from Streaming Praise Radio, SPR Live. Yes, Canada's first gospel internet radio station. It's SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa, here every Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. I'm that chill out time right after church. You go home, you put us on, you listen. Please share this station, SPRLIVEFM.com. Yes, that's our station. That's our website. And we are also on YouTube. So if you're listening and you want to head on over to YouTube and you want to see my beautiful face, you can come on over there. Our station is Streaming Praise Radio. That's Streaming Praise Radio. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. That is how you greet me when you come in here. You know, you knock on the door, you give a thumbs up, you give a like, just to say what's up. It's not for me. It's to help us with our algorithms. And also make sure that you subscribe so that any other shows that come on the station, it's not only me. There's DJ Analyst, there's Praise Life Morning Show all throughout the week. And you will get a notification. Yes. So, my goodness. Okay, so we heard from Kevin Smith. featuring Trishana Simpson, Minister Taff, DJ Analyst Sister Shireen's cousin, and Princess Vanessa featuring Sean English. So, people, basketball season is coming on Tuesday. My goodness. You know what? I promised myself this year I'm going to watch more ball. For the past few years, I haven't really been watching it. And yes, when I say for the past few years, I include 2019. I'm not going to talk about 2019. We know Toronto had the championship, but I did not support the Raptors in 2019 at all. I was what you call a hater in 2019 because of what they did to DeMar. I was sour, and I said for that whole year I was not going to support the Raptors. And wouldn't you know, they won the championship that same year. Yes, so I haven't been really watching ball for the last few years, but this year I said, you know what? I'm going to watch more basketball games. I've been watching preseason. I'm liking what I see. I'm hoping that there's going to be more competition. I'm hoping because in the last several years, maybe last decade, I would say in the last decade, there hasn't really been much competition, right? When you say, Sister Straight, I need to go to a basketball game, it's been way too long. My girl, let's go together. Okay? We'll go to a basketball game together, okay? You tell me what team you want to see. If it doesn't matter, then I'll pick the teams and we'll go. So I will talk about little news that I'm seeing with the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays ain't saying nothing. They're done. I saw that Andrew Wiggins from Toronto area, Vaughan. I think he's from Vaughan. He re-signed with the Warriors, $109 million. People, I just want him to give me 200,000 of that. Like $109 million. What in the world does that look like? You know, when people get these salaries, you know, $109 million, $50 million. Like, huh? What does that look like? What do you do with that? If you already got a contract for that, what do you do with an extra $109 million? Why not just give it away? You know, hey, I'm right here. Hey, give a donation at SPRLIVEFM.com. Anybody that knows Andrew Wiggins, kind of tell him that. You know what I mean? We just need like 200,000. That ain't nothing. It ain't nothing at all. But yes, he re-signed $109 million contract. What else happened? Dikembe Mutombo, both Dikembe Mutombo and Nate Robinson are health-wise not doing well. Dikembe Mutombo is undergoing treatment for brain tumor, and Nate Robinson was diagnosed with kidney failure. So for those of you who are basketball fans and, you know, fans of, you know, those former players, the retired players, Nate Robinson and Dikembe Mutombo are both former players of the NBA. You know, keep them in prayer. You know, they're not above prayer, people. They're not above prayer. So brain tumor, Dikembe Mutombo, and Nate Robinson battling kidney failure. Dikembe Mutombo is that player back in the day who had that finger and he'd go like this. No. When he'd do a dunk, when he would do a rebound, anything he did to stop you or to show you up, you'd have his finger going like this in your face. No, not today. And Nate Robinson, I mean, guard. And when I think of Nate Robinson, I mean, I don't think of actual like basketball, like NBA. I think of the movie Uncle Drew. If you've never seen Uncle Drew, it's Kyrie Irving's movie. And it has Shaq in it and Chris Webber and Lisa Leslie and Nate Robinson and Barack Obama lookalike Reggie Miller. All of them are in it, and it's a very funny show. It's a funny movie. Uncle Drew, you got to watch it. So they're all former players, but they're all old. They're all like in their 70s, 80s. Okay, and of course, they're in costume and prosthetics, all that stuff. Special effects, they call it. And Nate Robinson is actually in it. So, yeah. Sister Shireen, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, Uncle Drew is a funny movie. Very funny. If you haven't seen it, look out for Uncle Drew. It's a few years old, but whenever I think of Nate Robinson, I think of that because his character was like one of my favorites outside of Uncle Drew himself. Yes, but in the NBA, something happened. I think it was last week with Draymond Green. Now, Draymond Green plays for the Warriors. Draymond Green. When I watch Draymond Green play, he reminds me of the NBA from back in the day because he is so aggressive and he's similar to Charles Barkley. Similar. He's a bully. No ways around it. He's a bully. Like. Anyway, so they're in practice. And I don't know what happened. But Draymond Green walked over to Jordan Poole, walked up in his face. Jordan Poole shoved it like up in his face, in his chest. You know when mans walk up in your chest and talking at the side of your head? That's what he did. And then Jordan Poole shoved him. Miss Draymond Green licking one shot in his jawbone. You should have seen how slowly the guy fell. Oh my God. I was like, whoa, what is happening? So I said, oh yeah, for sure he got fined. For sure he's suspended, but he wasn't suspended. I think he was fined, but he was not suspended. And Robert Horry, former basketball NBA player, he's calling it out and saying if that was Stephen Curry, he would have been suspended. And I have to agree. If it was Stephen Curry that he shot in his jaw like that and make him drop down slowly, he would have been suspended easily. And if you don't know who Stephen Curry is, people, come on. Stephen Curry is like a star of the NBA. He's the one that's changing the game right now with all the threes and everybody's shooting threes. Okay, he is like you know what? How they treated Jordan back in the day, like on the Bulls, like how they protected him. Anytime there was a fight that broke out, they were like protect MJ, protect MJ. That's how they are with Stephen. They're protecting his hand, protecting his body. They can't afford for him to be injured, so they protect him. So for sure, if Draymond Green walked up to Steph like that and shot him a box in his jawbone and then dropped down slowly like that, they would have suspended him. The fine would have been ridiculous. So, they're calling double standard, and I know there's a whole bunch of talks on it. I'm sure there's a lot of talks on it. But I being the sports person I am, I never want to see anybody get thump in their mouth. But I laughed, man. I laughed because the guy dropped so slow. I know it's me, and I know it's a Christian station, and I should have remorse. And I feel bad that he, got lick up in his jaw like that. But if you ever see the whole thing, how it came out, it was a sneak attack. Jordan Poole didn't see it coming. He shoved Draymond, and Draymond, he made like he was gonna walk slowly to him, and all of a sudden the shot came out of nowhere, and it was a full extension right in the man's jawbone, and he just fell down slowly. Yeah, he should be fined. Most definitely be fined. But hey, I'm looking forward to this NBA season. We'll see what happens. How do you play with a teammate who shot you in your face like that? And you know what? It was caught on video and released. And I'm sure there's other situations. I'm sure that's not the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last that's ever happened in the NBA. I know there has been fights, with teammates and, fist fights and stuff like that. But it was just funny to see. Sorry, I shouldn't say it was funny. Man, y'all pray for me because I'm somebody who likes boxing. I like sports. I like, contact sports and stuff like that, and I just see it as a contact sport because they're in their jerseys and they're practicing. And I know you're not supposed to fight like that on the basketball court, but when you see how it played out, just go on YouTube and look up Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, and you will see the little video. And I don't know what transpired because they were both on the sidelines. They weren't even beside each other, and Draymond Green just slowly walked over like he was just gonna be lazy about his walk. And then all of a sudden he's like pushing up his chest against Jordan Poole. I'm like, what in the world? And then Jordan Poole shoved him and bam, and he fell down slowly. Yeah. When I say fell down slowly, he fell down slowly. Shireen, you're saying, funny you mentioned Michael Jordan. I was watching the movie on Michael Jordan yesterday. Which one? Are you talking about Last Dance? Or are you talking about the Michael Jordan movie? I seen the Michael Jordan movie, and that was actually a good movie. Save the Last Dance, or The Last Dance? The Last Dance was, it was good. That whole series was good. But again, controversial because there were some players that weren't included in that. And then they said it was all through the eyes of MJ. And man, politics. But that's sports, and that's the NBA. So Tuesday, 2 games. It is the 76ers and the Celtics, and the Lakers versus the Warriors. Only 2 games. And the Raptors play... Oh boy, what was the team they play? Cavaliers on Wednesday. So that is the first game. And I don't think they're here. I can't remember if they're here or they're going to be in Cleveland. But it is Raptor season again. No, The Last Dance, the other one. Okay, not The Last Dance, the other one. Okay. Yeah. What other one that was? Yeah, it was a good one. You're listening to Canada's first gospel internet radio station. It's your girl, Princess Playa, giving you the radical rhythms, a taste of the Caribbean, every Sunday from 3 until 6 p.m. And now we're going to get into what I like to call the water down rhythm. The water down rhythm. What is that? What is that, Princess Playa? What is that? Water down rhythm is when you have certain American people who are not from the Caribbean, or they have no African roots, they come from Africa, really, their parents are from Africa, or they're born in Africa. They have no Afrobeat, nothing like that, but they try a thing. Yeah, when they try a thing. So that's what we're gonna hear. The water down rhythm, try a thing. We're gonna hear from James Hall Worship and Praise, John P. Key New Life Community Choir, Israel Holton, and right now, Jonathan Nelson with I Believe, right here, Canada's first gospel internet radio station.
Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see ya. trust.
I trust in you.
I believe, say it, everybody say it.
I believe you.
I trust.
I trust
Come on.
in you. Oh Lord,
Y'all got your part over here. I can't hear you. Come on, say it. I trust. Say it.
in you.
I believe, say it.
I believe
You are the God of miracles.
you are the God of miracles.
You are the God of wonders.
You are the God of
You are the God of power.
You are the God of power.
I believe, say it.
I believe.
Say it, say it, say it.
I believe. I believe. I believe.
Now everybody get radical for 30 seconds. Come on. Dance on the devil's head. Come on, come on. Come on. Y'all ain't radical enough over here. Balcony, I can't feel ya. Move your feet. Everybody, let's go. I see you back there. Balcony, y'all gotta come on. Hey, come on. So long, Baba. So long, Baba. Come on, y'all, help me say it.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
So long.
So long,
Y'all catch it, everybody. Come on, say it. So long.
bye-bye.
Everybody in the building right now, say it.
So long, bye-bye.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
Let's go.
So long, bye-bye.
One more time, everybody in the building say so long. So long. Hey, come on.
So long, bye-bye.
Goodbye to my pain.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
So long.
So long, bye-bye.
Just one more time in the balcony, everybody say it. Say it.
So long, bye-bye.
So long, bye-bye.
So long, bye-bye.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
So long.
So long, bye-bye.
Let's go. So long. Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Yeah, so long. Say it, so long. Yeah, so long. Goodbye to my sorrow. Hey, goodbye to my pain, y'all. Goodbye to my trouble.
Y'all ready? Get yourself a little room because this one's gonna require some movement. With long life, you will satisfy me. You will satisfy me. With long life, you will satisfy me. You will satisfy me. Oh, with long life, so I will praise you forever. Only you can satisfy. With long life,
You will satisfy me. You will satisfy
by the Lord, for He's the source of my life.
You are the source of my life and hope, and my life and hope is in you. Say,
You are the source of my life and hope, and my life and hope is in you.
I will live and not die. In your presence, satisfied. Yes, I am. I will live. I will not die. In your presence, satisfied. I will live and not die. In your presence, satisfied. Oh, I will live and not die. You are the source.
You are the source of my life and hope, and my life and hope is in you.
I will live and not die. In your presence, satisfied. Oh, I will live and not die. You are the source of my life and hope, lover of my soul, my future hold, daily sustain, past redeemer, forever and ever and ever.
This is a little song we're doing with the kids. Everybody put your hands together and give the New Life Fellowship Youth Choir a glorious God bless you. Come on, give them a hand. Everybody. Get ready, children. Come on. Come on, say worship. Worship me with my heart. Hey. This relationship will never part. In my mind. Shannon, do you know it tonight? I'm gonna tell the Lord is sweeter. Come on, everybody rock like this right here. Listen. Holy hands, we extend them tonight to our matchless King, our Lord and friend. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same. I will praise. Sweeter than anything I know.
You're listening to the Water Down Rhythm. How it sweet me today.
Sweeter than the honey on the honeycomb. 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 Walking in authority, living life without apology. It's not wrong, dear. I belong here, so you might as well get used to me. Now, my mother may not be the queen, but my father's king of everything. I'm adopted into the family, so I guess that makes me royalty. And it gives me dominion, yeah. Power over dominion, yes. Everything I do is blessed. Promise me some great success. I am the authority.
Yes, we're pressing on. That is James Hall, Worship and Praise, pressing on. That was the water down rhythm. Water down rhythm. You know, when the Americans try a thing? Yeah, the water down rhythm. And I flung in Donnie McClurkin. All of a sudden, I just felt I'm walking in authority. I want to hear that song. So threw that in there for you. You're listening to the Radical Riddimz. It's your girl, Princess Playa, right here until 6 p.m. every single Sunday, right here on Canada's first gospel internet radio station.
Blessings. I'm Brian Malay of Streaming Praise Radio. We would like to invite you to partner with us financially. We are not a government-supported station. All of our funding is supported by our listeners, advertising, and services. At this time we do need your support. We have monthly financial obligations to keep the station running, as well as regular maintenance of our equipment. If you would like to assist us, there are two options to give. Go to our website, SPRLIVEFM.com, click or tap on the Donate tab, and give through PayPal. For our Canadian residents, you can send an email transfer to info@streamingpraiseradio.com. That's info@streamingpraiseradio.com. No amount is too small or too big. We thank you in advance for your gift. May God richly bless you.
You're listening to Canada's first gospel internet radio station, SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa, right here with the Radical Riddimz, a taste of the Caribbean, and we chat it up. We talk about all kinds of stuff, Some Bible, which we'll get into a little bit later. Well, church-related, not really Bible. But before I get into what I want to talk about in this segment, I want to tell you about an event that's happening in Mississauga in the GTA, October 31st, 2022 at 7 p.m. It will be held at the Mississauga City Baptist Church. And this is an artist showcase. So those of you who want to support Canadian artists, this event is happening at 3434 Cawthor Road. If you follow us on Instagram, you will get more info. I will see if, for those of you that don't follow us on Instagram, I'll see if I put up something on our YouTube, like a little, they have those reels or some shorts. I'll put it up there so that you can get the information. But it is being held by GMI Hub. GMI Hub is Gospel Music Industry Hub, GMI Hub. You can also follow them on Instagram. And there will be live performances from Raymond Toe or Ray Toe. He's a hip hop artist. There's also live performance by Freshie IE, 18T. They are hip hop artists, gospel rap artists. Trevor Dick, a violinist. I was going to say violinist. What in the world? Violinist. Amy Savin and I don't want to mess up nobody's name, you know. Dowenega George. Yes. So it should be a good event. And what's very nice about this event is that SPRLIVEFM.com is a sponsor and we will be in attendance. We'll have our table. So make sure you all come out and support and come out and say hi. Myself, DJ Analyst, and Lady J will be in attendance. So make sure, please come out and say what's up. Tickets are $25 in advance and $30 at the door. No, this is not a free event. And if you are a GMI Hub member, you save $5 on your ticket. So that is October 31st. Yes, it is a Monday night. It's a Monday night, not a Friday or a Saturday night, not even a Sunday. It is a Monday night. So yeah. Plan accordingly. We will be there and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really, really good time. I'm looking forward to seeing all the Canadian artists. And if you don't know already, we are a Canadian station. We are in the Toronto area, Mississauga. We are in the Toronto area and we support our Canadian artists. We support Canadian talent. So if you know a Canadian artist, please have them send their music to submit at SPRLIVEFM.com. Submit at SPRLIVEFM.com. We'll review it and let you know if we'll accept your music. When it comes to Canadian artists, we don't generally turn anyone away. It doesn't have to be gospel. It can be Christian contemporary, send it on. Submit at SPRLIVEFM.com. So if you are listening, you're going to this event, come over to us, talk to us, discuss with us. Let's see how we can support your ministry, your music ministry. All right. Submit at SPRLIVEFM.com. I welcome our listeners via radio. I welcome our viewers via YouTube. If you are listening, you don't know about our YouTube channel, you don't necessarily have to go over to the YouTube channel. You can still listen to the radio and watch us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Streaming Praise Radio. Streaming Praise Radio. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Those of you in the chat, my radical Riddimers, big up to the one and only. I would not be here if it was not for her. My mommy is in the chat. Mommy, bless you. Love you. Happy Sunday to you too, mommy. Thank you so much for your support, as always. My radical Riddimers in the chat, make sure you guys know the drill. When you come in the chat or when you come and start watching, you give a thumbs up. Oh, I just saw one go up. So thank you so much. You guys know what I was about to say. Give that thumbs up. It's not for me. It's to help us with our algorithms. As always, always, always. We need you. We need you. My radical Riddimers, give us a thumbs up. And come join the chat. If you've never come in, we always like to see new names coming into the chat and, giving your 2 cents. So I talked about this event. I'm wondering if I should go. What time is it? 4:00. My goodness, an hour and a half. Remember when the show was only 2 hours long? People, remember when I used to end at 5? Holy, and the time went by so quick. And I was wondering, can I do 3? Can I do 3 hours? I guess I can. I chat enough. It's terrible. So last night I went to a play. It was called Imperfect Love. It was a loosely based, faith-based, I call it loosely based, faith-based play. A lot of people that I know of that I went to church with were in it. It was an interesting play. I will say this. I miss the stage, people. I miss the stage, people. That's what I wanted to say. Anybody who's putting together a production, whether it be a short film, whether it be a feature film, whether it be a stage play, whether it be just a little skit, please to call me. Please send an email saying, yo, Princess Playa said she wants to be a part of something. Submit at SPRLIVEFM.com. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I need to be a part of a production other than my own, okay? I want to follow somebody else's lead. I want to go into somebody else's creativity other than my own stuff. I can put together my own stuff, which I have been doing for several years now, but I need to follow. I want to be a part of somebody else's creativity. I want to be in their creative space. I want to work with people. So if you are in, I would go as far as the border, I would go as far as Buffalo to be a part of something. So remember that, please. Remember your girl. I'm animated. I can do different voices. I act, I sing. Yeah, I rap too. I can put together a rap. I'm trying to sell myself here. Yeah, I could do a little something. I can't freestyle, so don't. I know somebody say, "Oh, freestyle a rap." I can't freestyle. I'm not that good. I can write something. I can pen something, but that's about it. But I really need to be on stage. Last night I was watching this play, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I miss the stage. I miss performing. I miss being in front of an audience. I miss the adrenaline that comes when you're getting ready ready, when the curtains are about to open, when it's showtime. I miss getting together as a team, practicing, rehearsing, and putting all the pieces together and then finally presenting it to the masses. I miss all of that stuff. I miss the late nights and the hard work and the anxiety of it all, the pressures, and I miss all of that. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea. When it comes to somebody who is so creative, somebody who has a creative talent and just thinking of this, thinking of that, doing this, doing that, and you can't do it, or you can't find people to do it, and it is rough. Let me tell you that the pandemic, man, Jesus and peace. That pandemic was hard, man. It was difficult. It was very, very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of things were shut down. You couldn't perform because I was set the 2 weeks after we had the shutdown. We were supposed to perform the play that I was in at the time with Marcia Brown Productions, and they shut everything down. I think the play is coming back next year, but that's a whole year from now, people. I want to be in something now. I want to be in something now. So y'all, playwrights and screenwriters, and give me an audition. This something I'll do faith-based. I'll do it. I'll do it for free. Okay, I'll do it for free. For the first person that asked me to do, I'll do it for free. But after that, then you gotta pay. But yeah, I want to be a part of something. So remember me. If you know anybody that's looking for somebody, remember this body, okay? Thank you. But yes, it was good to be out yesterday, and a lot of people came out to this production play. I think, a lot of people are now comfortable with going in groups and sitting beside strangers. I saw only maybe 3 people in the theater that had a mask. It was good. It was good to see that, everybody has now just been letting go of what was and coming out and being and watching plays, and people are, able to be a part of production. So if you are somebody who has that desire in your heart to do a play, production, video, all that stuff, like get it done. Especially in the church. Big up to DJ Analyst. I forgot to shout you out. Especially in the church. If you have a gift for, plays and stuff like that, just do it. Okay. Like Nike, just do it. All right. There are people that will do things for free just to get their name on something, just try and get people that will do it for free. Your church people, something like that. You can do things low budget. You can connect with creative heads who can put together, the scenes and whatever, can do the art design for the scenes. There's people in the church who are creative like that, who will do it for free. You could give them an honorarium after the show is done. But there are some people who will do it for free just to get their name on something, but the creativity on this side is needed in the church. Some of you have stories in your spirit. Some of you have, ideas, play ideas and short film ideas that you need to get out there that are faith-based, that are not watered down faith-based movies. Some watered down faith-based movies that you see on Netflix and YouTube, and they're very watered down. It's like, no, I could do a better short film, a better feature film than that, and give you some drama. Okay? Yeah, I'm sure we've all been through some drama. Sister Shireen, I feel like you have something in your spirit to send out. I'm just putting it out there. I feel like you do. If you want to confirm that, you can. But yes, it was good to be out and see creative people out in the audience as well as on the stage. Yeah. I'm thinking if I should go into the next part, but I don't think I will. I'm going to get back into the music. We're going to slow it down from the last segment, but it's going to speed up after this segment. But we're going to slow it down a little bit and hear from Sterling Roberts. This is a friend of SPRLIVEFM, straight from Trinidad, singing reggae. He's a reggae dancehall artist from Trinidad. I didn't even know that was even possible. But yes, Sterling Roberts, he's legit. This is rock solid right here on Canada's first gospel internet radio station, SPRLIVEFM.com.
Jesus, you are rock up. Yeah. He's somebody righteous. Those who trust in the Most High, it says nothing can move them. Rock is solid and his walls high. It's built like walls round Jerusalem. The wicked won't violate, the righteous with violence. No need for me to stand up against them. The evil will not remain over the righteous state. Like Romans 8, what can separate me? Those who trust in the Most High, it says nothing can move them. The rock is solid and his walls high. He's built like walls round Jerusalem. So no matter what them try, they can penetrate the hill that surrounds me. Covered on every side. They can penetrate the hill that surrounds me. Jehovah is my guide. They can penetrate the hill that surrounds me. Your presence brings peace that surrounds me, and your glories around me. Thank you, Father, you love me. Those who trust in the Most High, it says nothing can move them, because you are the rock solid mountain. Oh, Jesus, you are. Because you are the rock solid mountain. Jesus, you are. Stone, you are. Oh, yeah. You are the rock solid. Jesus, you are. Jesus, you are. Solid. You are the rock. Jesus, you are. Yeah, you are. You are the rock solid. And nothing can move him, so we will not be moved.
Yeah. No. From London to Ghana, from Ghana to the world. Santa from the UK.
On the beat.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Well, alright then. From the first day we born, I was destined to walk in our blessings, and I know so we call. So we walk in a one direction. God overall, He make a big man come down small. He make a small man rise up tall. So all I can say, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me.
Blessings more than silver and gold. Me not sell out my soul. Telling me the blessings like a river flow. It a follow everywhere we go. Telling me the blessings. No levels we setting. London to Ghana we repping. Telling me the blessings that keeps on rising, keeps on rising.
Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings for blessings. Blessings all over.
For blessings, let it follow me. Eja Ushirano, let it follow me. I have God Almighty, so the devil can't try me. Mighty blessings upon me. I'm a mesu masobio. Hey.
Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over. Back to the front of the, from the ground to the top of the, God's blessings all over me. And I know God's watching over me. Daytime, nighttime, shower me. Nation to nation, shine on me. Blessings are come, inspire me. And we are take the world with no apology. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me.
Counting on my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. Counting on my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. You've given me favor, healing, miracles, dominion and power. I'm counting on my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. Counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. From year to year, thank you. Month to month, thank you. Week to week, thank you. Day to day, thank you. Every hour, thank you. Every minute, thank you. Every second, thank you. Oh, how can I thank you, Lord, for all your goodness? How can I thank you, Lord, for all your blessings? All I got to say is thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All I got to say is thank you, counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. I'm counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. You've given me favor, healing, miracles, dominion and power. I'm counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. I'm counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. For my children, for my wife, for my husband, for my job, for the food we eat, for the house we live in, for the clothes we wear. Ooh, how can I thank you, Lord, for all your goodness? How can I thank you, Lord, for all your blessings? All I got to say is thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All I got to say is thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'm counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me. I'm counting all my blessings. Jehovah, you have been so good to me.
heart go beating like bang, bang, bang. You're the reason I'm breathing because of you. You make my heart go beating like bang, bang, bang. You're the reason I'm breathing because of you. Make me breathe. You are the oxygen. You make me breathe. You give me the oxygen. You make me breathe. You are the oxygen. You make me breathe. You give me the oxygen. Oh. You make me strong like dynamite. You day whether day or night. You lift me high up to the sky. Me and you we are ever tight. That's why I say you're not getting a video. I'm more when this a head and I go go. Oh, me miss an head and emochino. You won't go to hell and the way back to low. You make my heart go beating like bang, bang, bang. You're the reason I'm breathing because of you. You make my heart go beating like bang, bang, bang. You're the reason I'm breathing because of you. You make me breathe. You are the oxygen. You make me breathe. You give me the oxygen. You make me breathe. You are the oxygen. You make me breathe. You give me the oxygen. You wake me up in the morning, boy. You keep me fire ever burning, boy. Me say me light ever shining, boy. And every day is a blessing, boy. I say, niwe baba tizange, niwe ngozi zange, niwe mwenye wange. Okangoza muno, wafele bibi yange. Niwe baba tizange, niwe ngozi zange, niwe mwenye wange. Okangoza muno, wafele bibi yange. You make my heart go beating like bang, bang, bang. You're the reason I'm breathing because of you. You make my heart go beating like bang, bang, bang. You're the reason I'm breathing because of you. You make me breathe. You are the oxygen. You make me breathe. You give me the oxygen. You make me breathe. You are the oxygen. You make me breathe. You give me the oxygen.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
You're listening to the station with the best music. That's Canada's first gospel internet radio station, SPRLIVEFM.com, right here. This is the Radical Riddimz, your girl Princess Playa, giving you a taste of the Caribbean and some chitty chat. Yes, from every Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. We welcome our listeners on our radio and also our viewers on our YouTube channel. And if you are listening and want to head on over to our YouTube channel and you want to see my beautiful face, you can. Our YouTube channel is Streaming Praise Radio. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and big up to my Radical Riddimers. In the chat, I posed a question. What is your favorite season? What is your favorite season? What do you think mine is? What do you think mine is? If you guess the fall, you're incorrect. If you guess the winter, you are sorely wrong. If you guess the spring, close but not so close. It is the summer. That is my favorite season, summer. And it is the shortest season in Toronto. Oh gosh, people, I don't want to go through winter. I don't wanna. Can we skip winter? Can we just skip winter? You remember that one year when we got one big snowfall and it wasn't even that big? This year was maybe in the last 10 years. It happened once and it was like perfect. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, if winter could be like this all the time, I'd be okay. Yeah. It was that 1 year and 1 year only. And then the following year, I think we got ice storm. Man, please. Anyway, I pray to God we get no ice storm this season. And of course, people are already predicting that this is going to be a bad winter and all that. They've said that so many times, and one winter is no worse than the other. It's winter, all the same. It's winter. I wanted to share something that, and this is more becoming of a Christian station, because I was talking about, signs like Aries and Libra and Scorpio. And I was talking about productions and plays, and I was talking about the NBA season and concerts and all that. And I'm going to get into something that's more becoming of a Christian show. And that is ministry, church ministry. So during the pandemic, I know that many churches were challenged with what to do. Many churches were challenged with paying the bills. A lot of, they had to shut down their church. And when they opened up, people weren't willing to come back because they didn't feel safe that they weren't going to get the virus. They didn't feel safe. Some people stayed home because they felt more comfortable at home. They're like, whoa, I like this being at home and doing church. And of course, a lot of churches missed out on getting their tithes in-house. So they had to adopt a certain way of making sure that they get their tithe and the offering coming into their church from their members. What also happened is that a lot of churches that weren't online turned to online, capabilities. They found a way to make sure that they connected to their people. It caused churches to be creative. It caused them to come out of the box. This is something that I've talked to a few friends of mine years before the pandemic, because to me, church was just so mundane. It was the same thing over and over again, week after week. You get into the church, you greet people, somebody goes on the stage, opens up in prayer, greets everybody, then you have praise and worship. You have praise and worship, then they do offering. Then you may have one song of praise and worship, or you may have a psalmist that sings, and then the pastor comes up and gives the sermon, and then after that you have the altar call, and then the church is finished. Or, announcements happen in between praise and worship, and maybe during the offering. Sometimes they do it during the offering. But yes, it's the same thing over and over. And if you're on a praise team, you go to church on a certain day of the week and you practice, and then you leave and you go and do it all over again on Sunday, and then come back on whatever weekday, do it all over again and rehearse. And, it's the same thing over and over again. And there's no difference. Everybody comes, the church is the same way, lift up your hands and you praise and all this. It's the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, no, surely there's more to this, because I read my Bible. And if you read the Acts, I see nothing about what I see today. I see people getting healed in the street. I see supernatural things happening. I see a man named Philip being whisked away. I see there's so many supernatural things that happen in the Acts, in the first church. I'm not seeing it today. I'm not getting those experiences in the four walls of the church. And it made me realize that, when you look at some pastor, be truthful to yourself. You ever look at a pastor and say, you shouldn't be a pastor. You're a teacher. You're not a pastor. You shouldn't be a pastor of a church or head of the church. You're meant to be traveling around the world evangelizing. If you're an apostle, why are you pastoring a church? You're supposed to be building up other churches. What are you doing? There are some people that are better at teaching than pastoring. They suck at pastoring. If you are a pastor, you are supposed to have a love for people. You're supposed to have a love and just love being around people. If you don't like people, and trust me, there are pastors that don't like people, They don't like dealing with people, and doing the small talk and all. They don't like that. There's some people that love it, love greeting people, but there's some pastors that don't like it. You shouldn't be pastoring. Why are you pastoring a church? What are you doing? You need to find where you're supposed to be. You're probably a teacher, you're probably an evangelist, but you're definitely not a pastor, you know? And I've said this several years ago, and I believe the pandemic now has shown people, post-pandemic has shown people that, you know what? Maybe this is not cutting it. Maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe this is not how we're supposed to do the church anymore. Maybe this is not where we're supposed to go with our ministry. Maybe we need to go in a different direction. There are some churches now that have shrunk, and it's okay because now they decided that, you know what, this online thing is really working for us. You know, let's more focus on this. Yes, we're going to focus on the people that we still have in-house, but we're not going to neglect the people out there because we can now push for the masses, the world, right? There are some people, I had a conversation with a friend of mine and she was talking about her church and what's been happening and how people are getting weary, and they're not really saying that they're weary, but in their actions, you can see it. They're not being as enthusiastic as they once were about, you know, prayer and fasting and all that stuff as a ministry. And I said to her, you know what? Your pastors they're apostles, they're evangelists. They go out and they minister. And I don't even know if they should be doing this. Maybe they need to let this go. Maybe they need to now allow their congregation to find other churches to worship in, because that is not what they're called to do right now. They need to let it go and actually allow God to move, because right now they're trying, and all the more they're trying, it's just falling apart, right? And my friend brought it to them. And would you know that they said, that's confirmation. We know this. We're supposed to do this. We know this. And I feel there are so much more. If you as a minister, pastor, apostle, let's go through it. Apostle, prophet, teacher, evangelist. That's the 5, right? Apostle, prophet, evangelist, pastor, teacher. Yeah, 5-fold ministry, they call it. If you are an apostle, you're a pastor. Question yourself, are you out of place? If you're a prophet and you're a pastor, how? I don't know many prophets who are pastors, eh? That's a difficult one. I can tell you that. If you are a teacher and you're a pastor and you don't like people, what you do? Stop hold up somebody's seat to come out of the seat, make somebody else fill the seat with like the people them that can shepherd the people, okay? That can shepherd the people. There is a difference, you know? You can be a teacher and a pastor, I could see that. But you can't be a pastor not like people, yo. How? God said, feed my sheep, feed my lambs. How are you supposed to feed them and you don't love them? You don't want to be around people. You struggle. Introverted and all those things. Like how? I don't get it, you know? These are the things. I really feel that the body of Christ needs to start aligning themselves in the right places. The leaders in the church, starting with the leaders in the church. There are some people that are under leadership. There are some people who are not pastors. They're not even, they're maybe elders in the church, deacons in the church, and they are supposed to be more than that. You need to listen to God. If God is telling you, if they're suppressing that gift, suppressing that in you, then you need to find somewhere that will allow you to move. If God hasn't released you to move, then maybe the appointed time hasn't come. But if you are struggling within yourself that you need to exercise this gift, God is showing you, you're supposed to be mentored in this way, or you're supposed to be ministering in this way. You're supposed to be a teacher, an evangelist, a prophet, all that, and you're not released. Find a ministry that will allow you to exercise your gift. Maybe you're supposed to sit out for a while. There are some people that have sat out, not gone to church for months, and they just seek the Lord and doors open for them. I really believe the church people need to line up, pastor, from the top to the bottom, from the pulpit to the pew. You need to align yourself and be honest with yourself. I don't care how big your church is. I don't care how small your church is. If you are not in the right position, guess what you're doing? You're holding up somebody's place. You're also holding up the breakthrough that can happen. You're holding up a revival that can happen. You're holding that up. Let it go so that it can be released, so that whatever can be released. You could be holding up something for yourself. Once you let go of it and move, you can move somewhere else and be released in that and be so successful for the kingdom, and allow that seat to be available so that somebody else that is supposed to be in that spot for such a time as this can now expound and be so successful in the kingdom. It's time that we let go of the pride and we align ourselves accordingly to what God has called us to be. Many people should not be pastoring a church. I'll say it. Many people should not be pastoring a church. They just do pastoring because that's all they know. God is so creative, okay? God is so creative. You now have people that are online and they have their own church, and all they're doing church online. They're doing it from their bedroom and they have followers. Okay. That is church right there. The church is the people, me and you. The church is the people, not a building, not the four walls of the church. Okay. You could even say this radio station is a church because we have, supporters and viewers and listeners and all that stuff, people that give, to this ministry. And we thank you for the giving. But God is so creative. Just because all you know is pastoring doesn't mean that's it. Tap in to what God has for you. I believe the pandemic was an eye-opener. It was a moment of resetting in the kingdom. It was a moment of turning things around, changing things shifting and finding its spot. Like Tetris. You guys ever play the game Tetris? The piece just falls and you're supposed to move it around and turn it and this, that, so that it fits in the place. That's what it was. Things were just falling into place, and you had to move it so it fits. That's what's happening right now. Don't stay in the same thing from before the pandemic. If you are in the same thing as before in the pandemic and you're trying to make it work now, I can tell you to go fail. I'm telling you, it's going to fail, because the church that we had before pandemic, it's not the same. A lot of people have turned to online. A lot of people they have to market online. You have to learn how to do this live streaming and stuff like that. This show was created during the pandemic, people. We didn't do live streaming like we are doing now. We didn't do it as much as before the pandemic. It was because of the pandemic that we did it. Virtual concert that we do have coming up next month. I mean, it was during the pandemic and we kept with it. We continue doing it and utilizing it, So if you are a pastor that is trying to fight to get back, your members from before the pandemic, stop. You're fighting a losing battle. Find out from them what they need. Find out from them what they like. Find out from them what's appealing. Find out from them who they're following, who they're watching. Find out from them why they're not coming. Talk with them, go out to them. I think this is a time where we as a church have to go out now. Because guess what? That's what Jesus did. He went out to the people. You don't have to be an evangelist to do that. We're always out. We're in the grocery store. We're, everywhere. Ball game. We're everywhere. So, yeah, man. I just felt that I had to talk about that. That was something I wanted to talk about from a few weeks ago. But I felt to talk about it today because I hear a lot of churches trying to go back to how it was before, and I'm like, you're fighting a losing battle. Me, I tell you, you're fighting a losing battle. You can't. There's no going back. You lost some members. You have some members who are not going into the church because they don't want to be burnt out. Straight. They love the fact they can be in their pajamas or their birthday suit watching church. Just going to say what it is, you know. They could be wrapped up in covers, laying in their bed, you know, and laying down and just worshiping God, watching y'all on TV dressed up. They enjoy that, you know. They'll fellowship. You say, you know, don't don't neglect the fellowshipping of ourselves and assembling of ourselves and all that. But you know what? A lot of church people, we're on the phone, we're in WhatsApp, we talk amongst one another. That's, to me, we are the church. I don't believe it necessarily means you have to come into the building. You are talking to other church people. You're talking about the word. You're encouraging one another. You know, let's not forget about that. There's Messenger, there's Facebook, there's different chat rooms, different groups. And, you know, some people go to one church, but they'll be a part of a ministry of another church. You know, that's another thing, right? So they may not go to the church on Sunday, but because this church has an active young adult ministry or senior ministry or marriage counseling ministry, marriage ministry, or something like that, they'll join that and be a part of it, you know, so they're not forsaking the assembling of themselves, right? I'm just saying. So hopefully that was something that, you know, you might want to share with somebody that you know that may be in that predicament, and kind of put that in their ear that maybe you need to change up some things, eh? You need to change up some things. Big up to Raquel, long time, man. I hope that you're keeping warm, my girl. You're skipping outside still? Are you still skipping outside? Doing your exercise outside? Shireen says you could also meet house to house, like in the book of Acts. Exactly. And there's lots of ministries. I back in 2012, I was in I was in Sacramento, and my taxi driver, he was playing worship music, and it was Fred Hammond. I love Fred Hammond. Fred Hammond's my favorite gospel artist. And I'm sitting there. It was early in the morning. I'm not a morning person. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. And I said, I'm just going to sit in the taxi. I'm just going to close my eyes and get a little snooze. So I'm laying in the back, and I'm hearing this faint music. And I'm like, my spirit is awakened. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like this in the back. And something said, just listen. And I heard it was Fred Hammond. I said, okay, that's why my spirit is like, oh yes. So I said, oh, you're a Christian? He's like, yes. And I forget what church he said he was a part of, but he started to tell me it's a church where they meet house to house. And he started telling me that is going to be the new thing. And where a lot of people, he goes, because people, you know, people that have money, people who don't want people in their business, people who just want to congregate other people, you know, and don't want to have, you know, be treated better than other people. They don't want all that stuff. They just want the word. They just want to congregate with other like-minded people. They have it in their house. You know, they may sing some songs and then they get into the word. He's like, that's what our church is. We don't have a church building, but we have like these houses, and we're just affiliated through this ministry. And I was like, wow. I said, seriously? And that was when I learned about the home church, they called it. That was 2012. It was already happening, and it started to grow. And pandemic really, really boosted it. So I ain't hating on it, because guess what? God has a way of bringing us back to the beginning, right? The Acts. I challenge you, read the Acts and compare it to the church of today. That's the first church right there. Yes, it is. I see Sister Raquel, you said, how do you do? Inside me abide. You're so funny. That's okay, man. Exercise inside. I feel you. I do the same. Trust me, come in like the coal. You're listening to Canada's first gospel internet radio station. This is Princess Playa. This is SPRLIVEFM.com, Radical Riddimz. And we're going to hype it up right now. My goodness, I don't even know if I have energy, but you know I'm going to find it. This song, Stadium, came out in 2021. This is by Samuel Midas. This song ministered to me. Why? because I was that person who loved dancing in church. Don't touch me when I find myself dancing in church. Don't interrupt me. Don't break the flow of the song. I'm dancing in church. And this song called Stadium. Behave like we in the stadium. If you guys know about carnival and all that stuff, you know that when they're in the stadium, they're dancing up. And this song was just talking about how everybody lock up inside. And the song says, inside is not for we have too much energy. So this is what you can do for me. When you hear me on the radio, get up on your host, go on the rooftop and praise. We're grateful for life. You know, all that stuff. Be grateful for life. And he said, and behave like we're in the stadium. Just dance and praise God like you're in the stadium. And that song ministered to me because I needed that. Trust me, man. Oh my gosh. That was grueling. I never want that to happen again in my lifetime. Never again. So here's Samuel Midas right here at Canada's first gospel internet radio station, Stadium 2021 Soca.
So this what you gonna do for me when you hear me on the radio. And when you run out the house, I jump on the fence and climb up the tree and up on the roof and wave. We grateful for life.
steal and destroy. You even try to come in the name of the Lord, but you're a liar, a big deceiver. Satan, you will never ever prosper. Now we pull down your camps, destroy your altars, and we take back all you thought you stole. In the name of Jesus, by the power of Jesus, plead the blood of Jesus. I plead the blood, 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 blood all over this land. We come in, we come in. I plead the blood, plead the blood, plead the blood, blood all over this land. And we will not retreat, we will not surrender. The blood, blood, blood. We plead the blood, blood all over this land. We come in, we come in, we come in. I plead the blood, 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 blood all over this land. No weapon formed shall prosper. We are overcomers. Holy Ghost fire, we come in fire. We come in with the fire. We come in fire. Take back formation. Holy Ghost fire, we come in fire. Get ready, get ready, get ready. With the fire, we come in fire. For direction, protection, going in, coming out, over confusion, over deception, over abandonment and disappointment, over lack, over adversity, every failure, every victory. Plead the blood, plead the blood, plead the blood, plead the blood. Holy Ghost fire, we launch the attack. Get ready, get ready, get ready. The fire, stop all the devil's head. Ghost fire, everybody get ready. The fire, we come in fire. We plead the blood over our wealth. We plead the blood over our health. We plead the blood over our sanity, over depression. We claim the victory. Now turn our solution. Let us know we don't want to stay here. Won't stay here no more. We plead the blood. We plead the blood. We plead the blood. We plead the blood.
Just wave it, get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave for Jesus. Listen, everything you touch, go up. Amen, amen. 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 Favor will follow you. Mercy will see you through. Long life will follow you. Amen, amen, amen. Your name will open doors. One day you'll be a boss. I am no longer lost. Amen, amen, amen. Everything you touch, go up. 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 Amen. Just wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave for Jesus. Just wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave for Jesus. Listen. Blessings will follow you in everything you do. Jesus will see you through. Amen, amen, amen. Good news will locate you. Favor will follow you. Ready for your breakthrough. Amen, listen. Amen. And every door that was open, and every word that was spoken, and every curse that was broken. Amen, amen. And every door that was open, and every word that was spoken, and every curse that was broken. Amen, amen, amen. Everything you touch, go up. 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 Amen. Just wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave for Jesus. Just wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave for Jesus. And every door that was open, and every word that was spoken, and every curse that was broken. Amen, amen. And every door that was open, and every word that was spoken, and every curse that was broken. Amen, amen. I feel it in my soul. When it hits, I lose control. I feel
all the storms that you've been through.
He's the one who set my soul, gave me peace and self-control. I owe everything to him. In this team I can't defend. When I'm weak, he gives me strength. When I'm down, he picks me up. When I'm lost, he shows the way. So grab something and wave. Get something and wave. Get something and wave. Get something and wave. If you love the Lord, grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. If you love the Lord,
Grab something and wave, grab something and give him your praise. Elohim, my God, the Most High, wipe all of my tears when I cry. He's a wonder down in my soul, and my faith is making me bold. Lord is good, so come taste and see that is giving the victory. Bless the name of the one that can heal you, the one that can save your soul, the one that can make you whole. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
get something and wave. Get something and wave. Get something and wave. If you love the Lord, grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. If you love the Lord,
Get something and wave it. Wave it up, let me see you wave it. Celebrate, it's not too late. Show them how we just walk by faith. I wanna see all hands up in the air, waving around like you don't care. We bound to change the atmosphere. This is your breakthrough, yeah. Thank you, Lord, for all that you do. All the storms that you brought me through. I don't have to worry about the thing. All praise goes to the King of Kings. I wanna see all hands up in the air. All hands up in the air. All hands up in the air. This is your breakthrough, yeah. Let's go.
get something and wave. Get something and wave. Get something and wave. If you love the Lord, grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. If you love the Lord.
Can I be stand up and I sit down, me no sit down. Blaze with me praise and the fire not burn. Do what we got down, we not cool down. We belong to the Father and the Son. Listen, you see that put here, it have to praise him. And in the ear, put it up and make we heal him. My God, this truly amazing. Nothing can replace him.
And we know Papa. Blessing now we all every day. Our fun and laughter. God answer the prayer we pray.
Get something and wave. Get something and wave. Get something and wave. If you love the Lord, grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. If you love the Lord, get something and wave. Get something and wave. Get something and wave. If you love the Lord, grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. Grab something and wave. If you love the Lord.
Blessings. I'm Brian Malay of Streaming Praise Radio. We would like to invite you to partner with us financially. We are not a government-supported station. All of our funding is supported by our listeners, advertising, and services. At this time we do need your support. We have monthly financial obligations to keep the station running, as well as regular maintenance of our equipment. If you would like to assist us, there are two options to give. Go to our website, SPRLIVEFM.com, click or tap on the Donate tab, and give through PayPal. For our Canadian residents, you can send an email transfer to info@streamingpraiseradio.com. That's info@streamingpraiseradio.com. No amount is too small or too big. We thank you in advance for your gift. May God richly bless you.
You're listening to Canada's first gospel internet radio station, SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa, right here for the Radical Riddimz, and I'm here until 6 p.m. Yes, 29 minutes left until the show is off. But I'll be back next week. No worries. No worries. Oh my goodness, that last segment was hot like fire. Soca, man. If, you know, I know there's people that don't like soca. There's a lot of people from Jamaica that don't like soca. I was one of you. Back in 2017. And then 2018 came. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what song it was that sweet me. It wasn't a gospel song. I can tell you that. But it enlightened the love for, or awakened, I should say, the love for soca, a soca rhythm. And I love soca, people. I love reggae. I love reggae dancehall, you know, that sound, that genre. But when it comes to soca, oh my goodness. Soca is like feel good. It make you feel good. You're just worshiping. You're doing actions. You're waving. You're jumping. You're skipping. You know, you're doing all these active things. It's cardio workout. Okay, it is a workout when you dance to soca. It's no joke. But I just love the beat and the rhythms. I just love the beat and the rhythms. I love live music. I love live music. I was somewhere and they were playing, it was a secular soca song, but it has a kaiso beat. It was if you know Kes the band, it was a kaiso beat. They normally play kaiso. Anyway, I was listening to it. I said, no, man. I was dancing everything and singing the song. And I said, no, man, something sound rich about this. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? And so I had to follow. And I said, no, what is that? When I turned the corner, people, they had the music playing, but I was hearing something on top of it, like something that sounded so, like, sweet me. It sweet me. It was a drumming band. People, I can't even tell you, like, I felt like to cry. I love music, but when it's live music and when people are on point, it brings a happiness in me. It speaks to my spirit. It speaks to my soul. I love live music. And when it's like the Caribbean beat and it's just a nice rhythm and they were just playing, it was like a whole group. It was like maybe 15 to 20 of them. And they all had like drum. There was a couple of pan players, but they had like these drums and they had like these other percussion instruments and all this. And I was standing there just in awe. I could barely dance. I was just looking in awe because it was so beautiful. The music of it, man, I'm telling you, soca music, like me and soca now have a full-on, like, just a love appreciation for it. I love. I try not to put a lot of soca in the show. I try not to. I try to keep it even. Before I used to put a lot, and now I'm like, okay, you gotta balance it out. You know? At times I was like, okay, there's no reggae. How come there's no reggae? Pure soca and pure dancehall soca, you know, and afrobeats and all that. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. We heard from Samuel Midas, Blessed Messenger, Timeless, Nigel Lewis, the blood rhythm, the John Canoe soca rhythm. Jesus! Wow. And then we heard from this one's Daniel Musgrove, Nigel Lewis, Papa San, and Canton Jones with Wave It. I'm telling you, man, music. Anyways, the show is almost over. I'm just gonna just remind you, those in the GTA in Toronto, well, not even Toronto, Ontario, it's election time. We have to vote for our mayors of our city. We have to vote for the councillors that will sit in the seats. We have to vote for the student trustees, the trustees of the school boards. We have to vote for all those things. It's coming up next Monday, 8 days from now, on the 24th of October. Make sure you go out and vote. Just go out and vote. Remember, especially as Black people, we never had rights. Less than 100 years ago, we never had the right to vote. Okay, remember that. Less than 100 years ago, we did not have the right to vote. Especially if you're a woman, Black woman, go out and exercise your right to vote. Remember, October 31st, we have an event, GMI Hub. You know what? I don't even know if I actually read. Yes, I did tell you guys all the information. GMI Hub, which is Gospel Music Industry Hub. They have an event October 31st. It is at 7 p.m. at Mississauga City Baptist Church on 3434 Cawthra Road in Mississauga. We will be there. DJ Analyst, myself, Princess Playa, and Lady J. Lady J hosts Monday night at 8 p.m. Strictly Canadian. So you want to check that out tomorrow. Tonight at 7 p.m., hands clapping, foot stomping with my brother Benji. Brother Benji giving you the choir musics from 7 to 9. You don't want to miss that neither. And that is about it, people. The poll, I knew summer would win. The poll, what is your favorite season? 75% of y'all said summer. Only one person picked fall. That's okay. That's okay, because some people like sweater weather. They like the sweater weather. They like putting on sweaters and with the tights and looking cute and wearing the hat and, all that. They don't have to be so bundled up, but they can still, look fashionably and all that stuff. I'm not into that. I want summer. I want to be able to just put on a t-shirt, shorts, and gone about my business. A sundress, something like that. I don't want a whole heap of clothes on my back and sweater and thick clothes and all that. I don't want to wear socks. If I can put on sandals, push my foot in a shoe, and not think about socks and all that. I don't want to. That's me. Summer it is. You're listening to Canada's first gospel internet radio station right here, SPRLIVEFM.com. Don't forget to share this station. A lot of people still don't know about us. SPRLIVEFM.com, streaming praise radio. Share this station, download the app, share the app, SPR Live FM. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us, LinkedIn. I think that's about it. But we're well interactive on Instagram and YouTube. I think we have an interview coming up soon. I think we have an interview coming up on Wednesday with the founder of GMI Hub on Praise Life Morning Show. We're going to have that with Claremont Humphrey. So look out for that. We did have an interview that just passed with a mayoral candidate. She's a pastor, Sandy Ralston. She's from London, Ontario. So she's going, a black woman, y'all. A black woman is running for mayor in London, Ontario. So I'm going to post a snippet of that on our Instagram, but you can feel free to go after this show, not right now, but after this show, go to our YouTube channel and check out that interview. It happened just a couple days ago. Happened on Friday, Praise Life Morning Show. With Claremont Humphrey. So look out for that. If you're in the London area, if you know somebody from London and you want to send that video, that interview to them so that they can get familiar with their possible new mayor. Hey. What do you say, Raquel? You chose fall. Yeah. I'm surprised because you're skipping in the summer and the spring and all that. I'm kind of surprised. The leaves changing is what I love. I see you. Yes, I have to say, I've been doing a lot of driving up north area, and you see all the trees and the bush, and I'm going up the mountain so I can see like the whole forest, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's this one color that I love to see, and it is that color that is a red, but it has a tinge of a pink to it. It looks, it's a gorgeous color. It's a red with a tinge of a pink. I don't know what color that is, but it's beautiful. I love seeing it. It makes me feel, it gives me life. I just feel enlightened, awakened, The yellows, the oranges, the red. But when it's that tinge of that pinky red thing, I love that color. Love it. Anyways, I'm gonna get back into the music right here, Canada's first gospel internet radio station. We're gonna hear from Abigail Kishel. You know what song that is? Bless Up, right here. Oh my goodness, this song.
What a one. So then me go so DJ Abigail. Hello, what about it? Set out a road like a dirt road bike. It's a dry ride cause God on the side. It's Friday, about to be a lit night. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. So then me go so DJ, Bobby Kid. Hello, what about it? Set out a road like a dirt road bike. It's a dry ride cause God on the side. It's Friday, about to be a lit night. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. And none of them can't take the crowd. Because we blessed, we blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. And none of them can't take the crowd. So we bless up, yo. Bless up, yo. Bless up, yo. Bless up, we not stress out, yo. Stress out, we not stress out, yeah. Feeling pleasant, playing evil all day. Prime time like Jordan back in 98. Drip, that's the sound of blessings raining on me. Umbrella, Ella, eh. Still got haters hating on me. Bad mind still wishing death upon me. But everybody know me, I got Pickering. And he came to give me life more abundantly. Me not stressed, eh. Cause me way too blessed, eh. Me got God on my side, God in my life, so everything is gonna be alright. Cause we blessed, too blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, too blessed. And none of them can't take the crowd. Because we blessed, too blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, too blessed. And none of them can't take the crowd. And so we bless up, yo. Bless up, yo. Bless up, yo. Bless up, we never stress out, yo. Stress out, we not stress out. Let me walk through the valleys of the shadows of death. I will fear no evil cause I know that I'm blessed. Whether me walk through the fire, whether me walk through the flood. When me step in at the path of life revealed. So Father guide me to the green pastures. Lead me to the still water. Me not afraid of the devil and him dirty always. Me too blessed for this, cheers. So me blessing the city and blessing the field. Condemn every tongue will rise against me. No weapon that form will prosper against me. And the blessings that come from the Almighty. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. And none of them can't take the crowd. Because we blessed, we blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. And none of them can't take the crowd. So we bless up, yo. Bless up, yo. Bless up, yo. Bless up, we not stress out, we not stress out. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. And none of them can't take the crown. Because we blessed, we blessed. Bad mind can't stop, we know. Tell them we blessed, we blessed. And none of them can't take the crown.
See right now, I'm calling all the praisers from the east, the west, the north, the south, wherever you are. You see right now, just get on your feet and praise him. Lift up your hands and praise him. Turn around and praise him. Stomp your feet and praise him. Start to dance and praise him. Get on your feet and praise him. Lift up your hands and praise him. Turn around and praise him. Oh yeah. Praise him in the morning. Praise him in the evening. Praise him in the nighttime. Praise him while you have life. Oh God, you are the source of my life. My hope is in you. Instruction time.
down. More we praise and the more fire come down. The unbelievers, them confound. Some never believe but them a come round. Lift the sun up, don't put the sun down. We praise loud, how we not turn down.
You can't stop it. The Holy Ghost is moving and you can't stop it. You can't stop it, no, you can't stop it. It's like fire in my bones and you can't stop it. You can't stop it, no, you can't stop it. It's like the day of Pentecost and you can't stop it. You can't stop it, you can't stop it. I see the blind eyes being open, so you can't stop it. You can't stop it, no.
That's one to the truth. Them can't shut we up, not even with them mouth. Cut we up, or use them gun butt we up. When God overfull, so we cup we up. Why use cold water, wet we up, and tell lie. We try set we up, like Paul. Them want shut we up, no matter how we put down, God get we up. You can't stop, what God I do? When we breathe too loud, it bother you. You should be sharing the gospel with your brother too. With your sister, with your mother, if you other too. Don't allow deception to swallow you. Make the devil think you're naive and shallow to spiritual light. Now no way at all, you should have seen God make the whole world follow you. God, guess what?
Can't stop it. The gospel is preaching and you can't stop it.
Never.
You can't stop it. You can't stop it. I get the utterance to go forth and you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. I see the people rejoicing, so you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. I see chains up.
No matter how you try.
You can't stop it. No, you can't stop it.
You see right now, Judith, me want everybody to take out them raga. Because we are people when I share my God. So no matter where you get it from, me want you just follow it. And me want see some people who are crazy for God. Hold it up.
Lift them up now.
And down.
Put them down now.
And up.
Lift them up, yeah.
And down.
Put them down, yeah.
And up.
Lift them
and down.
up, yeah.
And up. And down. And up and down. And up and down. And up and up and up. And guess what?
You can't stop it now. The Holy Ghost is moving and you can't stop it. You can't stop it now. You can't stop it. It's like the day of Pentecost and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Oh, it make no sense you try, but you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. I see the lame now they're walking, so you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. I see the people rejoicing, so you can't stop it. No, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. It's like the day of Pentecost. I feel fire in my bones. The gospel is preaching. Blind eyes big open, see the people rejoicing. I see chains are broken. You can't stop it. The gospel is preaching and you can't stop it. Chains are broken and you can't stop it.
Retreat. I'm raging war on the enemy, taking back what was stolen from me. Are you ready? Are you ready? You can't have a war looking cute. Lord God Almighty. Are you ready, soldier?
Where the soldiers them there? Where them there? Where them there? I'm going to leave you with Marvia Providence. I am anointed right here, SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa. Remember, at 7 p.m. tonight is hands clapping, foot stomping with brother Benji. Y'all have a blessed week. I love y'all. I love you all. Radical Riddimz, shout out to you, Sister Shireen. Yes, we're going to do that Raptors ball game this season together for sure. Y'all have a blessed week. Loving them.
Anointed. And if you're under the blood, Lord Almighty, give me a Holy Ghost shout. Say, if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, oh, I am anointed. Your stuff.
The station with the